All right, so yeah, just want to welcome everyone to another episode of the co-living investment model. And my name is SeeWing Yi. I'm the founder of the Yi Real Estate Network, and my co-host is Daniel Leon of Shirkasa, who's a builder consultant, and we are specialize. Both of us specialize in a co-living investment model. My company is, I have several thousand investor members within my network, within my community, and whereby we buy turnkey, out-of-state, long-distance, brand new construction properties for many, many years now for long-term rentals in the good Sunbelt markets, mainly in Florida and Texas over the years. Those are long-term rentals. Now we have easily transitioning into co-living, rent by the room, new construction, 99.9% passive investing. So regardless of where you live in this country or out of the country, you have the opportunity to buy this kind of a co-living. New construction is an amazing, fastest growing real estate asset class where the returns and the cash flow is much higher. And you can, if you buy one or more of these properties, and you could potentially earn higher return, low risk, and achieve your retirement goals, your passive income goals, or whatever goals you have much sooner than you otherwise know is possible with traditional real estate investing. So, without further ado, Daniel Lian, can you briefly share? By the way, before we do that, I'm a what we do is I'm a strategic partner, my company, the Yearless Network, with Shirkasa. So we feed highly motivated investors to his platform to buy co-living new construction properties through his organization, Shirkasa Builders. So, Daniel Lian, can you briefly share with everyone what is your background, what is your mission with your company, and how you help real estate investors to achieve their financial goals?
Absolutely. Thanks, SeeWing, for having me. Loved every time that we meet, and we have a lot of value to offer to our investors. So, yes, my name is Daniel. I am the business developer for Sun Casa Group here in Canada, and we are a company of Share Casa Homes, which is the one that you are today we are discussing. I actually have a background in animation and television that I did for many, many years, and in the past 5 years or so, I have become heavily invested in the world of investing, real estate, and development. This is where we are today. Share Casa Homes exists as a company that develops real estate investments. We All of the assets that we develop have been underwritten and studied to be highly accessible investments for all of our potential clients. We call them our investment partners because we do this together with them. We're with them the whole time from beginning to end and then on. I like to call them clients for life. We launched our product on March of 2025, so we're a little bit over a year right now with our brand new co-living builds. We have done very, very well. We launched in Jacksonville, Florida, and we are now building in over four different cities. We have added Orlando very recently, also Tampa, and then our brand new design in the city of Houston, Texas. It's a new foray into a new state. We're very excited over all of those. And we believe we were offering a fantastic product for our clients, which we're going to be discussing today. As you mentioned, SeaWing co-living is a relatively new real estate asset class that's very, very profitable. Great future. It is pretty much the only cash flowing asset that you can purchase today. And we are the ones that build these assets brand new from the ground up. But before I go into detail on that, Steven, why don't you tell me a little bit about the units that you have seen in your research that are renovated homes? What do you think about that?
Well, I tell you, this is such a value add, and so here's the what's going on. We partner once your new construction co-living is finished constructing and stabilize our investors. We partner with PassSplit. PassSplit is the marketing technology platform that does all the vetting of all the member tenants. So we make it short, okay? So that's what they do. And we also use a local co-living property management, which your company will provide. So
Correct.
we outsource, we delegate. So our investors do not need a second job to scale the portfolio, right? Our investors use 20 to 25% down payment using the DSCR loan, debt service coverage ratio loans, 25% down into everything else. Very good competitive interest rate. So at the end of the day, the co-living world, let me give you the big picture, you guys out there watching, in case you have not heard. PassSplit, that they have done survey. PassSplit have around 35,000 co-living housing units spread across more than 45 housing markets. And they are consistently growing very, very quickly. Okay. So we are part of the ecosystem. So, so here's the problem. Most of the co-living houses spread across the country are renovated, converted from traditional three-bedroom, four-bedroom, two-bath. So 99% of the co-living houses that are investors own, that they're hosting on the behalf of the member tenants, the workforce tenants out there, 99.9%, they are older homes. They are like 8-bedroom, two-bath, or 10-bedroom, three-bath. We have three or four member tenants sharing one bathroom. Our new construction model is iconic. Okay, we have one bedroom to one private bathroom ratio. So our member tenants, they have a good experience. They love this unit. Uh, they feel like they live in their own little world. They don't, they love it. They stay longer. They pay more rent than a typical co-living room. They pay 20 to 30% more rent because we have a new construction, one bedroom to one bath ratio, and there's more. PassSplit, they have done marketing survey on a consistent basis. The Google search for rent by the room, those people out there, they they desperately need a private bathroom, and they're not getting it in most of the PassSplit houses throughout the country. So we are proud to say that, Shirkasa, your company, new construction, we're proud to say that we are one of the very few couple of builders in the country that are promoting brand new homes, one bedroom to one bathroom ratio. So our investors that already we have a proof of concept already, like Daniel said the past year. We have some very high occupancy. Our projection occupancy is past bid typically, based on my research, past bid throughout the country, they're able to market each room 30 to 45 days, and all the rooms will be rented within 30 to 45 days. Whether you own a seven rooms or 14 rooms, we have different models. And not only that, and the occupancy rate is at least 90%, and the eviction rate is less than 1%. And the average workforce tenant that rent our rooms, they rent for 7 to 9 months average. And a lot of those rooms are shared bathrooms, older renovated rooms. Our expectation is our tenants going to stay on the average longer than 6 to 8 months because for those reasons. So and our returns are much higher. Okay, so let's so Daniel, and one more thing, everything's turnkey, everything
Yeah.
100% turnkey. When you buy our product, you do not need a second job. Your investors, host, you don't need a second job. You can do this long distance remotely, and 99.9% passive because PassSplit will do all the marketing, all the sales, all the rent collection, and our co-living property manager. and would do all the housekeeping, all the changeover, all the maintenance. By the way, even if you have one or two rooms that are vacant at any given time, because of our model, you can still cash flow. I mean, right? Because you have so many rooms, right? So you can cash flow at least at the very least. And whenever there's a changeover, whenever a member tenants leave for whatever reason, uh, the as a landlord, we only spend like $50 to $100 to clean out that one room, and typically a couple $100 at the most to clean out the one room and have PassSplit rent out the room within 2 to 4 weeks. So that is the numeric benchmark we just shared with you. Now, with that in mind, Daniel, what additional value can you share with the investment model, new construction model that we have in 4 different markets that we're promoting?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, SeeWing. So something that I think we should talk about a little bit today is you mentioned that most current units on PassSplit are renovated homes, and only a few hours are all brand new. So what's the advantage, if any, from a renovated home? I don't think there's any advantage, but people might look at it from a price perspective, thinking, oh, I'll spend less money. I'll buy an old home and I'll do some light renovations, put it on the market, and I might have myself a nice co-living home for a lower price. I would say that's a bit of a trap. It's not correct. It seems that way, but once you get down to do the numbers, you'll realize that it's not true. And we can say that from experience because we own one of those ourselves. So when we were creating our packages, designing our homes, we started by purchasing one of the older renovated ones so we could learn the market and see how it works. So we own a house that's it's a 7-2. It's in Jacksonville. It's, fully occupied. It does well because it is a very on-demand market, as you already explained. And this house, I'm gonna give you numbers for argument's sakes. You could buy it for maybe 180 prior to renovation, then maybe spend 60 to $70,000 renovating it, bringing it up to speed, adding many rooms. By the time you're done, you spend close to, 260, 270, and you have a 7 bedroom, 2 bathroom home that rents for less money than one that has 1-to-1 bathroom ratio. Our homes start at 330. You're not very far off. Now, that's only one aspect. The other aspect is a year into owning this home, which we bought already renovated, plumbing fell apart. We had to redo plumbing. That was well over, I believe, $15,000 just in one repair because the houses are old and you won't be able to see all of the problems even if you do a careful inspection. So tack $15,000 on top to that house just within the first couple of years. CapEx is a problem. So you're buying something that's almost the same price, 50 to 70 years older, and with a lot of surprises in terms of CapEx and repairs. Now, our houses are brand new from the ground up. You own the entire thing. It includes the land. There are no HOAs. We guarantee a 1-to-1 ratio of bedroom to private ensuite bathroom, and everything is new. The house comes with a warranty. The furniture will be brand new. The appliances through our package are brand new, also with an extended warranty. To me, this is a night and day situation. It's like buying a brand new car fully loaded or buying a 10-year-old car for a little bit less and having to repair it. It doesn't make sense. So, in terms of value, I think brand new is exceptionally better compared to renovated homes. Most renovated homes are similar to the one we own. 6, 7 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Some people do more complicated renovations, so you might have a 10 bedroom home with 3 to 4 bathrooms. It's a little all over the place, and it's just it makes sense. That's how the market started, but we have taken it to the next level. We are also we're also very good at this. We've been doing it for a while now, so we are one of the few who build them brand new because we know how to do it. We know how to deal with zoning. We know how to deal with the city. We know how to build these houses so that they stay 100% within the framework of the city while also being much more profitable than buying an old home. So in terms of value, I think we have that completely covered. We offer more value than just about anybody else.
Well, Daniel, if I may add, okay, I have experience in many housing markets over the past 20 years of consulting thousands of my uh, investor clients. And your new construction model you're doing in Jacksonville, in Tampa, in Orlando, in Houston. I mean, you pick the right location, the right neighborhood. Like you said, you have done the compliance with the permitting, with the local rules and regulations. We, your platform, your new construction platform with Shurkaza, you have done most of the research and due diligence on the behalf of our investors. So our investors does not need to waste any more time doing their own due diligence and research because it's so overwhelming. How are you going to build your team? If an investor want to get into co-living space, how are they going to find the team? How are they find locations? Who are they going to trust? How long, how what kind of market to target? Furthermore, as I look across the nationwide of potential co-living investors out there, here's the mistake people make. For example, a potential investor want to invest in co-living, okay, not knowing that your product, you have a new construction product within your location. Not everyone can find you, right? And
Right.
your amazing new product. So a lot of new investors, whether they could be living in Seattle, Washington, or they could be living in San Francisco Bay Area where I live, or New York City, or expensive markets. They think, oh, I need to buy a co-living property in my neighborhood, so I could manage it. I could do it myself. I could self-manage. I could renovate the traditional three-bedroom, two-bath home, and then I could enter the exciting co-living market. But the problem is, you look at the medium price homes of this expensive market. The median price home in my neighborhood in the San Francisco Bay Area is $1.5 million. Okay, medium size
Yeah.
a 60-year-old home, three bedroom, two bath, 1,100 square foot, 1.5 million. Okay, a medium price home in Seattle, Washington, like 850 or $1 million, depending on the neighborhood in Seattle or Southern California, whatever. How could you make a co-living property work? Right? The number does not work.
Doesn't make
But
sense.
but you need to go out of state. You need to work with a team that find the right location with the sweet spot where you can buy a single family home new construction for 330K.
Yeah.
Okay, 330,000, just like a regular single family home for 330K, and we built it for you. 7 bedroom, 7 bathroom, rent $1,000 per room. Instead, you all those I see it all the time. I see with the YouTube channels, people want to get into co-living, but they don't know how to find the right system of co-living. They work with a fake guru out there. Okay, what I mean by fake guru, fake, in this co-living space, there's a lot of people are very much interested in getting into co-living houses because the returns are so magnificent, right?
Right.
People and they a newbie investor, even an experienced investor, they want to transition into co-living and they live in an expensive market or whatever. They 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 use the wrong system. They watch YouTube video and they run into a so-called co-living expert that would offer them hands-on, hold them by the hand, charging a coaching program of 10, 15, $20,000. And even paying for those programs, a lot of these people, these newbies out there that want to enter this space, they still have to find the right property through the